Existing and older buildings have a lot to offer. Often they have historical character. They're built close to city services, and they provide an environmentally sustainable choice. However, if the interior is built using conventional construction, those benefits will be diminished. Interiors get demolished, disposed, and rebuilt to keep up with changes in technology, the economy, and business direction. Interiors are the main reason construction, renovation, and demolition materials fill approximately 30% of all landfills. This is the story of the Pilkington Building. Built as a warehouse for glass in 1913, it was abandoned in the 1970s. But by using modular interior construction, it will go from pigeon roost to 21st century workspace, filled with plug-and-play technology and agile architectural solutions, without losing its old-world character. The Pilkington Building will not only survive, but will thrive now and in the future. Critical Mass is an internationally renowned relationship marketing and web design company. Their clients are some of the best-known corporations in the world. With a young workforce that likes being downtown, they'd love to make the Pilkington home. But their line of work demands a lot from their space. High levels of fast technology, a look that reflects their culture, and comfortable space that will attract the best employees. Critical Mass will have all their needs met, even the schedule. The Pilkington will go from this state to up and running in just over 24 weeks.
We've always had a passion for the idea of low-tech meets high-tech, and sort of, the aspects of it that you can hide and the stuff that you can really show. And I think that, from everything we've talked about, this is exactly the sort of thing we're looking for as far as a good marriage of those two things.
Well, obviously, that's what's fantastic, is that we're able to preserve the heritage of this building and the character of this building in the past, and we're able to bring it into the 21st century.
The architect's aim is to give Critical Mass a building with low operating costs and high productivity, while maintaining the historical integrity of the Pilkington.
This building was almost perfect. There's almost no movement cracks in the building, so the basic structure and envelope of the building were very, very good. We know that when we take out structure, or we move structure around, or we make those kinds of interventions in the building, it's going to cost money and then reduce the historical quality of the building at the same time.
The old offices of Critical Mass reached a critical mass of wires, desks, people, and even bicycles. Their new space will be flexible and capable of adapting to changes as the business evolves.
The floors that have the workstations on them are tremendously flexible because
Domus Interior Architecture Group is the design team working with Critical Mass. In spite of the short schedule, their design time won't be reduced. That's because the access floor in modular interior construction is first filled with modular power and data, and the architectural elements are all agile. So the design team can make changes and move things around without high-priced change orders and demolition.
Well, I'd like it darker.
Because modular interior construction doesn't interfere with the base building, Domus designer Sharon Raycroft is able to get the most character out of the Pilkington. She doesn't have to worry about fixed-in-place elements breaking up the space. Meanwhile, the Pilkington is a wide-open, clean, cold shell. The basement is being lowered to allow for a bistro and fitness room. The only permanent drywall is around the stairwells, restrooms, and recording studio.
The tenant loves the feeling in that building, the industrialness of it and the roughness of the finishes, and so that worked out very nicely for everybody and for the building too, because the building's now had its face washed, and it would be just a shame to go in there and just cover it all up and drywall all the walls and everything. We're going to be transferring images from the original graffiti that was in the building and having it printed on a perforated film like they use on the outside of buses. And that will be on the outside of the meeting rooms.
The Pilkington is now ready for its first important step into the 21st century. The low-profile access floor, modular power and data, and modular carpet tile. Modular carpet tiles provide easy access and create less carpet waste. The low-profile floor is the highway for Critical Mass's technology, and in spite of being low-profile, it provides plenty of room for their cables.
You couldn't possibly put enough people or devices on a floor plate to exceed the capacity of the floor's cell space. The pedestal floors that are typical of elevated floor systems are costly. They take a lot of time to level. They take a lot of expense. They're very expensive. The tiles are very heavy. Yes, there is more room, but there's no reason to have any more room.
By building the architectural interiors in a controlled manufacturing setting, even initial construction creates less material waste. Once the solutions are on site, they're simply installed, not built.
Staff were pretty, they're pretty blown away by it. Which bodes well for everybody. Bodes well for us as a company, bodes well for our clients because they got a comfortable place to work in and they get more excited, more creative. But there's no question it's gone beyond what we had expected at the time, and we did have high expectations. Our clients are all major U.S. companies, U.S. based, so we have to deliver a lot of data, a lot of information, and with the way this building is wired and with the fiber and so on and so forth that comes into it, we should get probably close to 10 times more efficient. For us, that can turn into maybe 1 hour per individual of better use of their time, a more efficient use of their time, which can turn right into a revenue stream. It's a very cool building, very funky building, but for us, it started with efficiency first.
The Pilkington achieved all the goals set for it. Its interiors keep pace with the 21st century, while the old building itself is an ode to the city's past. And the employees who work here arrive to character, comfort, and current technology every day.